Like you look at the thing and you say you want to be that, but somewhere in your spirit you feel like I can kind of do that, but I can't do that. And I can't do that, or I'm not sure if I can do that. It's a thing that's stopping you from doing that. When I said the Nobel Prize, I promise you. Okay, so watch this. When I say I'm going to win the Nobel Prize, people say what? That's a big one. That's a lot. And when they say that's a big one, that's a lot. What do they mean? You're not qualified. The limitations. So they say it with the limitations. But when I heard it, I didn't hear it. When I heard it, I was like, woo, I'm about to go get this Nobel Prize. I'm about to go get this Nobel Prize. And so when I spoke, I'm about to get this Nobel Prize. 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 I put it out in the atmosphere, and out of nowhere, people start sending me books on people who win the Nobel Prize. They sent me a book with like 100, 200,000 people who won it from the beginning up to now. Then people start calling me and invite me. Hey, E, I don't know if you know it, but we're having a Nobel Prize luncheon in D.C. Are you available? I said, I didn't even know they had a luncheon. I didn't even know like this was an organization. Like, I thought I was the only one that said it. No, you're not. So when Harriet started freeing people, she realized you're not the only one and you're not the first one. And they introduced her to the other people that was doing it. When you start believing and start moving, you're going to start getting introduced to opportunities. You're going to start going behind closed doors. You're going to start doing stuff that nobody else is doing. Why? Because don't nobody even know that it's possible. This is just a small group of people that believe, that spending time together. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? When I said I wanted to be a billionaire, out of nowhere I started hooking up with billionaires. I started running into billionaires when I started saying it. I started hooking up with dudes that own NFL teams, not the dudes that play. I started hooking up with dudes that own the NBA team, not the dudes that play. Because I didn't just say it, I believed it. I need you to do me a favor, get rid of all fear. All fear, all doubt. Any music, any TV programs, any person. Listen to me. Here's what I love. I love when Harriet came to Philadelphia. The first thing they said was, do me a huge favor, give me a different name. I don't even want you I don't even want you saying that name that was attached to being enslaved. Because if you say that name is going to remind you. I want you to give yourself a new name. What? No, just give yourself a new name. Say something else. And listen to me, when you give yourself a new name, they're going to start giving you a new name. They call her Moses. They gave her a new name. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They gave her a new name. I need you to get rid of all fear. I need you to believe. All right, 3 people. What would you do if you weren't afraid? If you really believed that you could do what you said you could do, what would you do differently? Talk to me quickly. What would you do differently? If you believed that whatever you wrote down could happen. First of all, you would do it. Don't say that one. You would do it. It wouldn't be on a piece of paper. You would actually do it. But what would you do that you're not doing right now if you believed? Good. So we're just going to go. Listen to me very closely. If they're going to shut the door on us, they're going to shut the door on us. We're not going to shut the door on ourselves no more. We're not going to pre-shut the doors. You feel like we're going to stop pre-shutting doors. We're going to stop going, they don't even need to go to that door. Because I already know what they're going to do with that door. They're going to shut me down. We're going to stop pre-shutting doors. And if the doors get shut, they're going to have to shut it. So we're going to go where we want to go. Where would we like to go? What school would you like to graduate from? Where would you like to be an alumni from as a nurse? So we're going to start with Michigan State. We're going to talk to everybody we need to talk to graduate from Michigan State, right? So here's what we're going to do too. All right. So let's put a date next to that dream you got. Put a date. That's one of the hard things right there. Put a date on it. Right? When are you going to march? Put a where? Put a place. You're going to march from Michigan State University. The Brez. I was listening to my daughter talk to our media consultant last night. And my daughter is like, when she graduates, she got a production she's going to be doing. She got a production. So they was like, what's the production? Like, give it a name. She already had a name for it. She said, my father graduated from Michigan State. My brother graduated from Michigan State. I'm graduating. We're going to call it Production Legacy. I said, I hope I get to get it. I hope I get to get in that joker. You know what I'm saying? I hope I get like a 30-second cameo in that boy. And they was talking and they was going through what it's going to look like. I'm like, I love it. I love it. Like the problem is you looking at the fear side of it and not the faith side of it. Start looking at the face start of it. Start looking at what it would look like if you actually did what you said you wanted to do. Stop looking at what can't happen and start looking at what can happen. I'm so excited. I'm like, yo, this is going to be a fabulous day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait. When she started talking about it, I was like, you graduate in December? She's like, no, man. I'm like, oh, okay. I was hoping it would be in December, like around Christmas. Like, I just want to start the new year with that video. What would it look like, guys? Good. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Somebody else. What would you do if you didn't put limits on yourself? Write that down. Follow through on your dreams. Follow through. Follow through, y'all. All right. So let me tell you what follow through looks like. In the NFL, they actually got something called the Megatron rule. Because a couple years ago, he was in the end zone, caught the ball, came down, but it came out. Right? So they came up with a rule like you got to hold it for so many seconds so we know you got. Do me a favor, y'all. Don't just have the uniform on. Just don't have the look. Don't just be out there catching. Hold on to the doggone thing. Execute. Because if you can't hold on and bring it down, you don't get 7 points for it. And some of you, what you're doing most of it, but you're not doing the most important part. That's executing. That's following through. That's getting it done. You don't get to this level talking. You don't get to this level almost. You don't get to this level doing 70%. You get to this level when you execute. All I's are dotted, all T's are crossed. Is that clear? People respect you when you finish, not when you talk. Some of y'all, you talk too much. Stop talking. You don't have to tell me what you're going to do. Just what? Just do it. You think I'm going to have respect for you because you're talking about it, or you think I'm going to have respect because you do it?